welcome to today's Peace Meditation Circle. And today we will still be working on equanimity. And this time we'll be working with individuals in our meditation today. And of course, when we are talking about equanimity, we're talking about that balance, having that balance. We cultivate a mind and heart that will stay balanced and at ease with our surroundings, no matter what is going on or what someone else is saying or doing. uh, that's so important. No matter if it's in your personal life or what you're watching on the news, etc. It's like, can we stay in that calm place, regardless of what, in this case, in our practice today, what other people say or don't say, etc. And it's really important. It's an important practice because, especially right now, as we're going through the coronavirus pandemic, we're hearing a lot of things on the news, some truth, some not so much truth. So, how can we just watch the news with a calm sense of well-being within ourselves? And the thing is anytime we practice meditation, it's really a practice of self-care because we're taking care of ourselves throughout our lives, and not just in this highly stressed situation that we're in now. It's so the practices that you work on now, you're going to be cultivating to deal with every other day stress, once we get back to normal, so to speak, because it's important. And not just right now, but keeping that groundedness no matter what. Now, I just had a little blip just a little bit ago before we started today. I tried to sign into my Zoom account, and I didn't change the password, but I'm on a different computer when I'm in this room. And for some reason, then Zoom locked me out. And I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? I can't get on for the session today. And then what then happened is that my husband has a host account too with our account, so I had to ask him for his username and password so I could get on, so I could do this meditation for you today. And the thing is yeah, I felt a little. My chest was starting to flutter, and I'm like, oh my god, what am I going to do? Because they locked me out for 30 minutes, and and he's just reminding me too, calm down, take it slow. And even I can be susceptible to getting, frazzled when something like this comes up. And it's nice to have somebody who can remind you to, like, hey, wait, step back, slow down a minute, uh, take it easy, and everything will be okay. So it was just a short blip because I was like, okay, yeah, what am I here for? What am I doing today? Well, yeah, I'm helping everyone else to be able to stay calm in the face of whatever comes up for us. So that's what we'll be practicing today, another equanimity meditation. So why don't you go ahead and find a comfortable position and we'll get started. So, as you find that comfortable position in which to sit for this meditation, you can allow your eyes to gently close if that's preferable to you, or if you like to just lower your gaze. I tend to just lower my gaze when I meditate, but sometimes I do close my eyes. It doesn't matter. So, right now, let's just tune into the body and make any minor adjustments. Maybe you need to shift a little bit, whatever you need to do. And now just be noticing your intention, having an intention for ease and awareness. And you're sitting in a way that's comfortable but yet alert. So you don't want to slouch at all. You want to roll your shoulders back, sit up straight so you can be in this meditation. So, as we start today, we'll start with a few minutes of concentration practice just to help our minds settle and arrive in our present time experience. And as you allow the body to resume to your natural breathing, see where in the body you can feel the breath. Maybe it's the stomach or the abdomen. Maybe you can feel it in the chest, the rising and the falling at the chest. Maybe you notice the expansion and contraction as the body inhales and exhales. Maybe it's at the nostrils where you feel even maybe a slight tickle there as the air comes in, and the subtle warmth as the body exhales. So I recommend that you pick one spot to stick with for this meditation practice. And as you feel the body breathing, try to stay with the breath all the way through. So we'll use a counting exercise to help in this process. And you can breathe in with awareness. And as you exhale, you can count one in your mind. And so with the next exhale, so we're going to inhale, exhale, count two. And you can count like this up to 8, and then simply start back at 1. And so remember, the counting is a tool that will help you to build concentration. And it's not a measurement of how good of a meditator you are. It's just when the mind wanders, just come back to 1. So let's do this now. So on the exhales where you count. And so you may have noticed some mind wandering. You may have noticed some mind wandering. And the mind wanders, it's really offering us an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness and concentration. And each time we notice the mind wandering, we're strengthening our ability to recognize our experience. So each time we bring the mind back to the breath, we're strengthening our ability to focus on an object. So treat this as an opportunity rather than a problem, and return to 1. So inhale, exhale, 1, and go to 8, and then repeat. And then if you mind wanders, just come back to 1 again. And so you can begin the equanimity practice now by bringing to mind somebody that is a good friend. And this may be a loved one, a friend, a teacher, a mentor, maybe even a pet. And as this person comes to your mind, you can recognize your wishes for this person and you can tune into your desire for seeing this person happy, free from suffering, and at ease with life. In equanimity practice, we're cultivating a mind and heart that stay balanced and at ease with our surroundings. And so we practice recognizing, and although we may wish for this person's happiness, we are not in control of their happiness. So equanimity helps us to let go of the outcome and focus on our own practice. So, with the recognition that this person is their own person, they're in charge of their own actions. So, you can offer some phrases of equanimity in your mind. So, you may try some of these traditional phrases like, regardless of my wishes for you, your happiness is not in my hands, or all beings are in charge of their own karma or their actions. Or you can use, may you do what needs to be done to find happiness. These are some phrases that you can use. And so offer these phrases to your good friend, connecting with the intention of recognizing that this person is in charge of their own actions and karma. So let's do that now. So once again, it's phrases like, regardless of my wishes for you, your happiness is not in my hands. All beings are in charge of their own actions, and may you do what you need to be happy. Anything similar. And now you can let this person go from your mind and bring in mind a what is called a neutral person. And this is someone you see maybe regularly, but you don't know very well. It could be somewhere where you go, maybe it's your grocery store, a coworker, maybe a neighbor. And although you don't really know this person all that well, you can recognize that this person wants to be happy. They want to be happy as well. And you don't need to know what their happiness looks like necessarily. Again, you're just offering the person the phrases of equanimity, recognizing that you aren't in charge of their happiness. And so now, with this neutral person, keeping this person in mind, regardless of my wishes for you, your happiness is not in my hands. All beings are in charge of their own karma. And may you do what needs to be done to find happiness. So, whatever one of those phrases feels right for you. Continuing to focus on the phrases. And as you let this neutral person go, you can bring in somebody whom you find difficult. And you may want to pick you may not want to pick, I should say, the most difficult person in your life. Maybe someone who is minorly difficult. Maybe it's someone you find just a little agitated with or annoyed by. And so, once again, we're going to repeat the same. We're going to offer these phrases of equanimity with the intention of recognizing that this person, no matter how difficult they may be, that they are in charge of their happiness and their ease. So maybe using all the phrases or one phrase, whatever you've been doing so far. So I'll just repeat them for you. Regardless of my wishes for you, all happiness or your happiness is not in my hands. And all beings are in charge of their karma. May you do what needs to be done to find happiness. Bringing it back to the phrases. So, this is our way of cultivating the mind, the heart, and being open and balanced and at ease with our surroundings, with other people. And I hope you enjoyed this practice today. And in a moment, we'll go into any sharing. But I do want to thank you for joining with me today. And I hope you continue to practice this meditation. It's very important, particularly what we're going through right now. Maintaining that groundedness, that balance is so vital to our peace of mind. So thanks for joining with me.